So the OnePlus 12 has just officially came out, so let me go ahead and show you exactly how to use this particular phone. Now, the big thing I would definitely tell you is that with these particular devices, they're very good. You're going to have a long-lasting phone, and it's definitely going to be a really good decision that you made. Now, the first thing we have to talk about is the exterior of these particular devices. Now, as you can see, the OnePlus 12 has a big, massive 120Hz display on it. It's a very good panel. It's one of the only phones that still have a curved glass panel nowadays, which I actually like. I think it looks very nice for the most part, and the build quality of this phone is very, very good. Now you can see we also have the hole punch display at the very top, and if you just bought this phone brand new, you should see that we do have a screen protector already built in onto this phone, which is actually a very nice touch as well. Now on the left side of this phone, it's pretty sleek. We don't have anything super crazy except this on-off volume rocker switch. So we can quickly silence our phone, put it into a different mode if we want to. So we can put it in vibrate, silent, and ringer. So that is a really cool thing that we basically have. At the top, we don't really have anything super crazy, just two microphone holes. At the bottom, we do have our USB-C port, a SIM card eject tray, which I'll show you how to eject your SIM card in a second, and a speaker grill. On the left side, we do have the rest of our buttons. So we have a power button, which will basically turn on and off our phone. And we have two volume buttons, the up volume button and the down volume button. That's another cool thing we have there too. On the back side, we do have our very unique feeling device. So this thing is like this, OnePlus Signature Sandstone or whatever it's called, and it is a very nice feeling phone. I actually do like the way Samsung or OnePlus has made these devices. It looks and feels very good, and it looks like such a unique device. You're also getting the camera setup at the top as well, and you can really get an idea of how amazing this particular phone looks and feels. I mean, this thing has like this circular edge to it, and there's not really a lot of phones that look like this. So it definitely is a very unique feeling and very unique looking phone. And that is something I love a lot about this particular device. You also have the Hasselblad logo right there. And overall on the outside, it is a very, very good looking phone. And I do think OnePlus did a really good job with the design of these particular devices. Now turning on your phone, when you turn it on for the first time, it is going to tell you to set up your phone and put in your Google account and information and all that stuff. I've already saved you the trouble of looking at me doing that, so this is how you use your phone after that particular stage. At the very, very top, actually before we get there, we do have to show you the SIM card eject tray. So in order to actually eject your SIM card, what you want to do is you want to go and make your way over to the bottom of your phone, and you'll come into this type of layout. Now you do want to go and take a look at your SIM card eject tray. So this tray, you can see that there's like a little hole towards the left side of this particular phone if the glass is looking at you. You want to go and grab your SIM card eject tool that you have. It should be in the box of your phone. If you don't have it, you can find a needle of some sort and put it in there too. What you're going to want to do is within this little tiny hole that's on the left side, you want to go and kind of input this particular hole and kind of slide it in into that side of your particular device. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to go and click this into place and go and slide it in, and this little tray is going to basically come out. Now what you're going to want to do here is you want to go and grab this tray, and you want to go and bring it out of your particular device just like so. So grab that tray. You should be able to go and just slide it out. I don't know why it's taking so long, but you can go and slide this tray out just like so, and you should be able to see this particular tray come out. So you can see this tray, and this is also a dual SIM, so you can go and put in both SIMs this way, and that is a really cool thing that you basically have. So now what you can do is you can go and slide this in just like so, click it right into place, and then you can turn on your phone, and that's really all you're going to really have to do there too. So you have a few different options, but that's exactly how you do it from that stage as well. Now on the lock screen itself, you can see that once you input your SIM card, the tray at the very top, this little status bar, is going to show you exactly what service provider you have. So that's that. You also have your particular hole punch display here and a battery percentage and Wi-Fi kind of very top. If you want to quickly turn on or turn off your phone, you can click the power button, but you can also turn on your phone by double tapping on the display, which is a very common thing that a lot of phones have nowadays. I don't know why it's not working right now, but it was working a second ago. But that's another option you have too. Now you have the date and time right here. You have the day it is too. In the middle, you should have notifications, so if people are calling you or texting you, those types of notifications will pop up right here. And that's another really cool thing that you basically have, and you can just kind of go on and continue on using your phone, but you'll be able to see all that stuff right here, which is another really cool thing that you have on your particular device. Now you have two icons at the bottom. These are configurable, so if you want to use this one, you can go and I think make calls with it. If you want to access the camera, you can go and swipe up and access the camera this way too. So that's another option that you have as well. Making our way back, if we are on our lock screen, if we just swipe up, you'll basically be able to see this particular lock screen swipe up, and it will come back to our home screen. Now, everything's kind of the same. You can still see the date and time and everything, but you'll see your app icons and all this other stuff. This is your home screen. This is everything that you will always come back to whenever you're using your device. You'll have different pages and stuff like that throughout. These widgets and app icons you can move around. So you can hold down on an app icon right here or a widget. You can remove the widget. You can move it around. You can resize it. You can move all these app icons around too, which is another cool thing. So you can kind of go through and just modify this whichever way you want to. If you swipe all the way to the left, you should be able to see this page come up, which is just more like Google News and things like that. If you do swipe up from the top, you'll get all your notifications in your apps. So these are all the apps, applications that you have currently on your phone, which is another really cool thing. You can just continue using your phone as you normally would, but you'll be able to see this kind of stuff come up, and that's another cool thing. Swiping down from the top, you'll basically come into your notification drawer. So here it's going to be all the notifications that you still have on your phone. Think of like phone calls, messages, all that stuff. Here are your quick toggles. So you can have your brightness toggle. You can move up and down the automatic brightness toggle right there too. You'll have quick toggles here. You'll have like flashlights and airplane mode and home mode and your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth stuff up here. When you swipe down from the top just like this, you'll get into this next panel, which essentially just shows you more quick toggles that you can kind of modify with, including your screen recording toggles and so many other things across the board too. Swiping back up, you'll basically come into your main home screen again. Now your gestures are another very big important aspect of your particular phone. So, you have your basic applications like the Google Play Store, phone call messages. If you make your way over to an application, if you want to go back home, all you're really going to want to do is swipe up from the bottom. So that's really all you have to do, is if you want to go back home, just swipe up from the bottom just like this, and you'll essentially come back home from any application that you're currently in. Now, if you want to go ahead and go back, let's say you're in a specific page of an application and you want to go back to the previous page, what you want to do is you want to grab the side of your phone and you should be able to see that little arrow come up and you can just swipe back out. So no matter what page you're in, you can always swipe back out, and if there's no page to go back to, it'll just take you back home just like this. You can also make your way over to your recent application panel by swiping up from the top and kind of stopping halfway, kind of like this. So when you see that application come up, you can just stop here. And you can see all the other applications here. You can split screen multitask from here. You can close out of an application like this. So you also have the close all button if you want to close all of them right there. That's another really cool thing going on for your particular phone as well. Now, finally, the other big thing that you need to know about is with the settings application of your particular phone. So if we make our way over to our settings, this is a very important application I'd recommend for you to get used to. If you ever have any thoughts or questions or anything like that for your particular phone, you can always just click on the search bar at the very top and search for those things. So if you're looking for your Wi-Fi settings or your software update panel or whatever, you should be able to see those things here, and they also give you suggestions here, which is really nice. Now going through, you can see more settings and all these other things that you can go and kind of modify with. The big thing I'd probably recommend you to kind of once in a while kind of get used to is updating your particular phone. So updating your phone, it gives you all sorts of features and different things like that. So the big thing I'd probably recommend doing is, for the most part, updating your particular OnePlus phone. So you can do that by going into About Device, which is at the very bottom. At the very top, there's like this Auction OS like layout right here. You're going to go and click on right there, and it's going to allow you to go and check for updates of your particular phone. So here, I would probably just recommend updating your phone as soon as possible. As soon as you get this phone, go ahead and update it, and that's probably the best thing I'd recommend doing for the average person out there too. So beyond that, the other thing I'd recommend doing is putting a case or a screen protector on your particular phone. That's another very important thing I'd recommend doing as well, because you don't want to, you just bought a brand new phone. I'm sure you don't want to go and just scratch it up and everything. So you already have a screen protector built in, but buy a case, and that's probably like the other very important thing I'd recommend doing as well. So that pretty much covers it up here. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.